Welcome back, Warren First Night Through Honors. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside with, of course, Reese Moore with Supreme Building Products. We're normally here on Fridays, but since a lot of people are closed, like Supreme, we are doing it on Thursday today. And all the way from Yurt Nation,
live from Sparta, Tennessee, in the Haver compound, it is Duke Rice, everybody.
Yes, and we also have a mini co-host. I don't know how long this is going to last, but she will be here back and forth. Here, you go sit down and play on the phone. That's what you really wanted. You don't want me. I don't have the weather pulled up now because she took it away, but thank you to Reddick Brownford for being our community weather sponsor this morning. I got like 3 men here, 3 men and a baby. Let's go.
No baby.
It was a good movie. It's a great movie. If no one knows, thank you, Kaysen. Currently in downtown McMinnville, we are at 73 degrees. It's going to feel like 83 degrees, but today's high will be 86, and tonight's low is going to be 63. Now, cloudy conditions are expected around 10 a.m. this morning. The highest will feel like we said 88, 83, and around 5 p.m., that's when you're going to feel your hottest. As far as stormy weather's coming, no bad weather for the 4th of July weekend. Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited. But Tuesday, so enjoy your 4-day, 3-day weekend, however you're doing it this holiday. But coming back on Tuesday, there is a 40% chance of thunderstorms and showers headed your way. But good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So, Reese, the big thing is, I know you said we don't have no sales going on this week just because of the fact of the holiday.
Right.
But as far as holiday hours go, y'all are not going to be open tomorrow.
That is correct.
Okay.
I feel like I got a snow day.
Yeah, right. Snow day. Another movie reference. I love it.
Yeah, we'll be closed tomorrow. We'll be here today, obviously regular time, 7 to 4, and then back in action 7 to noon on Saturday.
So back to normal on Saturday.
Back to normal on Saturday, yes.
Now, guys, just in case you didn't see yesterday, we did update the post on all the closings of the businesses, the special hours of operation, things like that. So make sure you check that out. Ones that are closed all week long. Some people are closed till the 7th. We'll go through that list shortly. And don't forget, too, if you want to know all the events going on, right, Duke? I mean, it's all right here. You can't mess up.
All the information you need.
All you need. And again, tonight is another amazing eventful night at Centertown Recreational Park at 2025 season celebration. Tonight is the fireworks show. It all starts at 9 p.m. This is presented by Moortown Fireworks and sponsored by the city of Centertown. Are you going to be going tonight? Because that's in your neck of the woods, isn't it?
In my neck of the woods.
Yes.
That's late for me. I'll be honest with you.
But it also is pretty close to you too, right? Because that's the ball field.
Yeah, that's the ball
right?
field. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Centertown ball field. It's not
the
new town, but yes.
And then at 7 p.m. is the Youth League Special Awards. And then at 7:30, followed right after that, is the auction of the baskets. And then don't forget, there's going to be pizza, ice cream, snow cones, drinks are going to be available at the concession stands, all starting at 6:30. So this is just this is the only event that we are aware of tonight that is happening. So again, please be aware of that. We are going to we'll say hello, Mr. Paul. I wonder, did you make Florida yet, Mr. Paul? He was traveling. He's one of our truck drivers that listens to us.
Really?
Yes. He's a good friend of me and Duke's from way back. Way back.
I love those truck drivers.
Oh, gotta love them.
Oh, yeah. Roll on, 18-wheeler.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, I wish we had a soundboard and then you could play that, 18-wheeler song,
Yeah.
But we're going to take a quick break for more word from our sponsors. And when we get back, we're going to talk more things, all patriotic. Reese, you're welcome to stay and chime in.
I might be in and out.
And you can come in and out.
We're
This is
short-handed
yours.
today.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Where's Brandy?
She's off on Thursdays.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then Kelly, she had a hurt back, so.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Tri-County Bank has been serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville and Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Your one-stop shop for all your building needs. From the showroom to the lumberyard, a builder's dream. Professional sales and a great location with your guaranteed satisfaction. Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Supreme Building Products.
Rise and shine, McMinnville. Treat yourself to delicious frozen and soft drinks at Sonic, perfect for those hot summer days. Whether it's lunch or dinner, let Sonic be your go-to stop to cool off and refuel during the summer rush. And don't miss our special drink offer available until 10 a.m. Start your day the right way. With so many flavors to choose from and the best sun drop in town, why go anywhere else? Drive into summer with Sonic in McMinnville.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
This summer, give your ride the shine it deserves with 5150 Mobile Detail LLC. From cars and trucks to SUVs, RVs, and even semis, we bring our top-notch detailing and pressure washing services right to your home or business for your convenience. Want to learn more? Scan the QR code today, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for awesome updates and specials. Ready to get started? Give us a call at 743-1130 for a quote. 5150 Mobile Detail, where your vehicle shines and convenience is key.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside my main man, Duke Rice.
Howdy.
The big thing, again, the show today is all about the 4th of July, literally. And the big question everybody was asking me for the past 2 weeks is how much will the 4th of July cookouts cost you this year? And so I found a little survey that was taken, and I thought, how neat is this? So everybody, if you have ideas how much, I'm very curious for the folks that are watching the show, how much is it costing you right now? Because groceries are going up. Again, we talk about the tariffs. We talk about Just everything in general. It just seems like it's going up. We had just a question yesterday, with the California, with the fireworks that blew up buildings.
Yeah, the warehouse blew up. Yeah.
Yeah, the warehouse blew up. Is that going to mean that we're going to have, an influx of prices with the fireworks? And so, but with that said, if you got comments, let us know about what is, that you're spending on, because I'm very curious. And if it's meat, if it, whatever it is. Real quickly too, Deborah Jo Sherberry said, "Happy early birthday, America. God bless America." Yes. Paul Caldwell is in Florida today. God love you, Paul. Safe travels. And then Retha Templeton Muncie, an avid listener of ours as well. Happy 4th tomorrow. And shout out to our intern and my assistant, Mr. Casey Nunley. Happy 4th, Merca. I love that. But with that said, cost of the cookout has gone up just a little bit, but not as much as you think. It's actually less than it's slightly cheaper than last year in 2024. So going through it, cost of the popular food items, Duke. Right off top of your bat, what do you think? What is the big thing everybody gets?
Yeah, I think hamburgers would have to be at the top of the list, right? Beef, that would be a little on the expensive side, followed by obviously hot dogs. I'm just going off what we've always done in the past.
Correct.
And so hamburgers and hot dogs, which hot dogs are pretty cheap depending upon what what you're buying. If you're getting Ballpark or Nathan, oh, I love a good Nathan hot dog. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they put a little more salt in there than other hot dogs or what, but there's nothing better than a Nathan's hot dog for sure.
It's so good. Well, speaking of hamburgers, so this year, 2 pounds of ground beef, everybody drum roll, please. It's $13.33. That's up 4.4%.
That sounds about right.
That's about right. And if you also think about it, we talked about with gas prices, and Duke can agree or disagree, and it's fine by me. During the holiday, prices of food does seem to go up, just in general. Not just gas prices, but food as well. 2 pounds of chicken breast, if you're into that, it's $7.79. That's gone down negative 0.5%. 3 pounds of pork chops is $14.13. That's negative 8.8%. So that went down. 1 pound of cheese, because everybody wants some cheese on those burgers, right? I love some good cheese. And if you want to change it up a bit, I'm just going to throw this in, America, Warren County peeps. Get yourself some good homemade pimento cheese and add that into your burger instead of a slice of cheese. It will blow your mind. But with that said, 1 pound of cheese is $3.54. That's it's down 0.9%. Bless you. 1 packet of hamburger buns is $2.35. That's down 2.6%. 2.5 pounds of homemade potato salad. Now, everybody's got their own good homemade potato salad recipe, and I'll put a testimony to this. If you got a recipe you want to share with us today, please let me know. I would love to add that into our local voice newsletter right back on Kelly's Picnic Picks. I always like putting people's homemade recipes.
Don't lose them.
Don't lose them. Yes, I agree. With the potato salad, it is $3.54. And believe it or not, Duke, and everybody that's listening, it is up 6.6%. That is the highest out of all the common popular food items. I would think it'd be hamburger meat, right? Because I'd be honest with you. I would think, and it may not be on the list, but we've always made deviled eggs. And I would think, I know that the price of eggs have come down, but when you're doing a national thing, I would think that the eggs would be the most expensive thing. Because not everywhere the price has come down, but you would think that. So that's kind of a wild. Potato salad would be and I'm trying to think, because potatoes aren't that expensive, and I'm thinking maybe it's the mayo.
that you have to?
I don't know. Oh, and I misspoke. It's the second highest. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
It's the second highest because right underneath that is 32 ounces of pork and beans is $2.69, and that went up by 8.2%. Pork and beans. Now, I'm going to have to say, I think that depends on how you make your pork and beans. Now, if you're like my mama, not only do you put the bacon and the beans in there, she adds some hot dogs in hers, like cut up hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. And I don't know if y'all like how you like yours made, but I like my baked beans like thick. Like I don't like them juicy.
Yeah.
Or, I like them thick. I don't like soupy beans.
Yeah. When it comes to pork and beans, they got to be thick and good. You don't want to, you want to be able to, if you're only got a fork, you want to be able to eat your pork and beans with a fork. You don't want to sit there and it drip all over you,
No. I mean, that's why they have invented bibs, but I am not a bib wearing girl. So not happening. 16 ounces, 16-ounce bag of potato chips, Duke, $4.80. That has gone down 2.1%.
Really?
A 13-ounce package of chocolate chip cookies, not the homemade. We're talking about packaged cookies. Is at $4. That went up 0.3%. Half gallon of ice cream, another popular item during this time, $5.69. That went up 0.7%. 2 pints of strawberries, $4.69. That's up 1.7%. And lastly, another popular item that's in the survey, 2.5 quarts of lemonade. That is $4.37, and that went up to 4.2%. That was the fourth highest that went up. Some of these I'm very shocked about, but again, I was trying to find the percentage from last year, and unfortunately, I could not. Let's see. I was trying to see if this was it. The average cost of 4th of July picnic for 10 people is going to cost about $71 for this year for 2025, and that's a figure down slightly from last year. And this is all according to the American Farm Bureau Federation. The 2025 will be the second highest cost since the organization began in 2013. So just to give you a little, so it's going to cost you, if you do it right, so it's that means $70 per plate is what that is.
Well, $7 per plate.
$7.
So, well, in the past, of course, we didn't really do this when we were in Alabama because we didn't have family who wanted to drive 6.5, 7 hours to come for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
But when we were living in McMinnville, depending upon where we were going, like if we were hosting a 4th of July event, then we provided the meat and then everybody else brought a side. And, to kind of get out of, so that you're not paying the whole $70 for, for the whole family meal if you've got family of 10 coming down or whatever. So we would provide the meat. We usually did burgers and hot dogs, and then everybody else brought some kind of side: deviled eggs, pork and beans, potato salad, all that stuff that you mentioned, Kelly, was usually on the menu at the Rice household back in the day in McMinnville. Or if we went somewhere, then usually we brought a side or we made a side or whatever.
Yeah. So again, guys, if you're sitting out there thinking, "Gosh, the prices are going up," I really think at the end of the day, it depends on what you bring. But it's like Duke said, if you want to be cost effective with all these tariffs and the high prices just that are, I feel like in general during the holiday season, doing what Duke said is like providing the meat and then everybody brings a side, like everybody brings one or two of something, right? It's essentially, I think potlucks save people money at the end of the day. We are going to take a quick break and hear another word from our sponsors. But when we come back, I want to talk about the historical significance of the 4th of July back in 1776, about America's birthday.
Good year.
Great year. Good year.
Great
Solid year. Solid year.
We still had slavery, though.
Yeah. But it was, it took, we talked about that with Juneteenth, how that ended.
Yeah, we got rid of it eventually.
We did. We eventually got, Kaysen said we still had slavery. But hey, things take time. Just like in government, things are so slow. And if you can understand that now, how government is a little slow, I'm just saying, you won't kill yourself. All right, guys, we'll be back with more things to come. All things 4th of July. And remember, Warren County, keep it
first.
He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company. The Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
All about serving our Ford and family. Enjoy our unbeatable oil change specials. Just $34.95 up to 6 quarts for synthetic blends and $119.95 up to 13 quarts for diesels. No appointment necessary. Plus, we offer convenient pickup and delivery services for everything from oil change to rapid repairs. Need battery replacements or wipers? We've got you covered with our mobile service.
Jonathan Beavers. I'm the new sales manager here at Reddick Brown Ford on Highway 55. I'm born and raised here my whole life. I'm very supportive and dedicated with over 10 years of automotive experience. Check out our expanding pre-owned inventory on our website or come drive by, and we'd also be happy to appraise your vehicle.
To check out our new service department. We have 2 new advisors, 1 new parts counter staff, and some fresh faces on our pickup and delivery team. We're excited to offer you even better service with our expanded team. Join the Reddick Brown Ford family today. Call or text us at 931-668-2177. Experience transparency and carefree service like never before. Your satisfaction is our priority. We want to be your number 1 local go-to dealership.
All right, guys, welcome back to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show. Thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors, because without people like Reddick Brown and everybody that you see on our sponsors this week and any of the days, you know, they keep the lights on here. Real fast, I am trying to share as much as I can. It is a lot. I do apologize. But I wanted to make sure just to go through. If you haven't seen our post about businesses that are closed with special hours of operation, please check that on all our social medias. But first and foremost, the businesses that have been closed all week long, give some shout out love to them. Tammy's Market, Medley's in Morrison, Bosky's Grill, Beauty and the Beard has been closed all week long as well, but they will reopen up back on July the 5th. Catch them. They said, make sure you catch us at the 4th of July celebrations at the Milner Recreation Center, because they're going to be jamming out to the ninth sun at 6 p.m. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just going to say this all day. Make sure you grab your sheet of paper right here. It's all right here in the newspaper, your local voice.
It's pretty much the last day.
Yes, it is the last day of big stuff going on for Friday. And then Betty's Blings and Bargains is going to be also closed until July the 7th. So they were closed all week as well. We have a huge list of folks that are got special hours going on this week that are closed a couple of days, 3 days, but we'll get in those shortly. But what the next thing I wanted to talk about on the show with Duke is about the historical significance of today. And if you don't know what that is, you know, July 4th, 1776, it centers on the adoption of essentially the Declaration of Independence, making it officially the separation of the 13 American colonies from the British rule. This declaration, I can't even say it now, the grievances against King George III, and emphasized key ideals such as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. By declaring independence, the colonies not only sought to govern themselves, but also to set a foundation for democratic principles that would shape the nation, essentially what it is today. This is a pivotal moment that inspired future moments for freedom, human rights worldwide, and today, July 4th, of course, is celebrated as Independence Day, honoring the ideals of liberty and justice that continue to define the United States. Duke, I mean, what do you feel like is the historical significance? I mean, because there's so many things we can talk about it.
Well, you know, you talk about, the colonies felt like that they were being oppressed by King George and decided that, you know, we want to do our own thing over here. And a great movie to kind of watch some of that. That's behind some of the political stuff that was behind it. The Patriot, Mel Gibson, is pretty good as far as that goes, and how they decided that, hey, we're doing this and we're going to fight. You know, it became a big the Revolutionary War that all came out of that, and declaring our freedom from England and King George and then and I'm sure that there's probably some folks that would love to come on the show on both sides and go, well, you know, if the forefathers saw what we are doing now, they'd be rolling over in their graves.
Right.
So, you know, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there's some people on one side saying, we may be oppressed now, and there may be people on the other side that say, you know, we're not, we're heading the right direction, whatever the case is. Yeah, I mean, I think tomorrow America turns 250 years old. I think that's the number. And I think we're looking good for 250 years of, what we got going on. And here's the other thing, too. And I don't want to get too political on this or anything like that. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear this on the 4th of July. 4th of July, we're talking about fireworks and all this other fun stuff. But, I mean, just because you stand on one side or the other doesn't mean that we can't get together and have a burger together. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's part of the problem of what we have now, is that people are so taking a stand on one side or the other that even families and friends are getting to where, well, I can't talk to you anymore because of what you stand for, what you believe in, and that type of stuff. And to me, it's just like, listen, you may have, you may be a moderate, a conservative, or a liberal, whatever it is, but we can still be friends. We don't have to hate on each other. So let's get together and have a hamburger and a hot dog tomorrow.
And to play on what you're saying, Duke, I think a lot of people need to understand that, we say this a lot. It's okay to agree to disagree. And what you also have to realize, these people, whether it's at the local government, it's the state level government, or, it's up with the president of the United States, guys. At the end of the day, when they get done, these people sit together and break bread and actually have conversations like me and Duke have. They are not there and they're bickering and they're like, you know what? I'm not going to talk to you anymore, and walk away. These are grown adults that can argue and disagree or agree to disagree in a meeting, because it's okay. That's why we live on these principles. That's why we live in America, because it's okay to agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, you can still have conversations with these people. You can still break bread and eat with these people and laugh and cut up. And the crazy thing is, people don't understand that, I have friends that are Republicans, I have friends that are Democrats, and I have a couple of friends that are independents, and I even have a couple of friends that do not believe in the government system. And at the end of the day, I can agree to disagree with all of them, and that is okay. And that's why, when I was trying to pick out what should I wear today, I don't have a lot of casual, patriotic summer type shirts. And so when Trump ran in 2020, the first run, as I call it, 2016, thank you. I can't do the math in my head right now. And that's why I love Kaysen and Duke, because they can read my mind. Well, thank you, Kaysen.
There you go.
This was my most patriotic shirt that I had in my closet. And, and I don't feel ashamed of this, because I love how we get to vote. And at the end of the day, whoever wins, we have to support that win. When Biden won office, guess what? I didn't like some of the stuff he did. And by the way, I don't like some of the stuff Trump does either. I'm going to say that now, because there's some things I'm like, buddy, like, on both of them. But at the end of the day, I still support them, because and I pray for both of them as well, because I want what's best for us at the end of the day.
Sarah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right,
My mother called me.
That's all right. I'm getting blown up on my phone too. Vanderbilt Hospital just called me. I'm sure something about an appointment coming up, and I've got new insurance, and they've got to I've got to get all that situated. Yeah, so we'll do that later today. That'll be on my agenda. Unfortunately, I will not be able to close today because of that, but so I'll be open for business with doctor's appointments and all that other fun stuff. But again, unfortunately, Kelly, I didn't wear anything patriotic today, and I apologize.
You got blue on.
But I'm rocking the Detroit Lions, which football is more American than I can think of. So what's more American than pro football? You know what I'm saying?
American football.
Yeah, exactly. The American League football.
Oh, put some pads on and hit somebody. Yeah. I'm talking about
the legal way. The legal way.
That's right. Take out some frustration. Boy, there was nothing more fun in high school playing football than to take your aggression out on somebody else. That's just it's always a lot of fun.
Next time, if you go back to subbing, like your story from yesterday, it'd be like, hey, let's don't do it now because it's a lot of paperwork. Have you thought about joining the football team?
Yeah.
Or wrestling.
Oh, wrestling is another good one. Yeah.
MMA?
And that is high school wrestling. That's not jumping in a professional ring and hitting somebody with a chair. That's not real wrestling.
We're talking about professional wrestling, because there is kids. When I was working with the wrestling team, I was at one of the championships they held, and one of the kids was looked at and signed with MMA. I can't remember.
Oh, wow.
He wasn't with us. He was with another school that was there.
Yeah.
And I thought how he already has, and I want people to know too, while I'm thinking about it. I know I go down my rabbit hole sometimes, but Our wrestling team is phenomenal, and we are champions. We are district champs from last year going into this. And I'm just telling you, the MMA organization is looking at these high schools now. And so with us winning district championships and things like that, they're starting to look at us. So support these teams that are doing phenomenal. And let me tell you, after a couple, I was clenching. I was like, ooh. But these guys, these kids are great. And Jacoby O'Donnell, phenomenal wrestler. He worked during the summer with another league. So, and he's just going in as a junior now. He's still got 2 years of doing stuff. So, but again, we are going to take another quick break from a word from our sponsor. And when we get back, we're going to talk about the next thing I wanted to talk about is just like traditions and celebrations of like what you guys do. So if you want to already start commenting types of traditions that you do at your home, we would love to hear about it. We would love to read, share it here on the podcast as well. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Keep it first.
Located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to Our Coffee Drive-Thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Craving the best barbecue in the South? Look no further than Prater's Barbecue in Morrison. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Prater's to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Prater's Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Hey, Randy Jane, the blueberries are here.
Fish.
You're both right.
The blueberries are already here at Randall Walker Farms, located on Manchester Highway.
We have fresh picked blueberries daily.
Come check us out at Randall Walker Farms or give us a call
at 635-9535.
All right, welcome back. We're in First 931ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside my partner in crime, as always.
Duke Rice in the house, everybody. Hey, real quick, I got a funny story for everybody. Okay. So, Kelly, if you didn't hear it earlier in the show, the Sonic ad that Kelly's got running now, that's me on there, by the way. And so it's funny. Kelly sent me this stuff to do the commercial and all that. And it was just the chaos that ensued here. That was just the craziest thing. The fact that you're talking about a 30-second ad takes about, to put it all together, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is. It was like an hour of just absolute chaos of trying to get between people walking in and out and, what are you doing? Dogs barking. I mean, it was just the funniest thing ever. And so I told Kelly, it's like, if you need me to recut it, I can. It's no big deal. And it turned out pretty good.
I think so too.
All things considered. And what's even funnier is Lucas, my son, he got so excited that we had the equipment set up and everything. He's like, Dad, do you need me to get a cardboard sign and say recording in progress so nobody will come in here and disturb you? And I was like, no, son, we're just letting it ride. We're letting it ride. And so it's like doors opening and slamming. And it was like, it's like I'm trying to record a spot over here. Come on, people.
I love it.
It's
funny. Like one of those recordings where, I imagine as you're sitting there, if it wasn't this, it would be something like a recording for, you remember Matthew McConaughey did that calm reading?
Yes.
It's like one of those moments where you're trying to be like, okay, I need absolute silence.
Yeah.
I said absolute silence. Like I can imagine.
That's about the way it was yesterday. It's just like, I'm trying to record this commercial. Could you guys shut up? I mean, it was just so funny.
Lucas next time to make that sign and put on his robe and be like, it's like a boxing match.
Yeah. We're going to have to set up, we've got to set up now in McKenna's room, which she's moving out in a few weeks. And I guess it's going to be my new studio. But we've got it set up. Lucas set it all up yesterday. It was so funny. Because you're like, Dad, I'll set up the equipment for you. It's not a big deal. It's like, man, I got a producer over here. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
And it was so funny. But I guess we're gonna have to get one of those big red on-air lights outside the room so nobody knocks on the door. Or, what's going on? What
Well, I know
we need to wash some clothes
for your birthday, young man. My mom found one at Hobby Lobby. There we go. Yeah. But like I was saying, traditions and celebrations, if you want to share some of your local traditions that y'all do at home, whether, of course, we'll talk about some of the traditions we do with what's actually in our local Voice newspaper. But if you do your own traditions, whether it's shooting off fireworks, doing something fun in your backyard, painting, whatever creativity you guys do, please share it with us because I really would love to hear what you guys do at home. But traditions that we do here in Warren County, just to give heads up if you want to know what's going on again, it always happens on the July 3rd. The Centertown Recreational Park always does their fireworks show. And I want to say I appreciate everybody doing the fireworks shows on different days. That has been a dream boat for not just me, but for a lot of people here in the Warren County community. Because you got to imagine if you did the Viola, Centertown, Morrison, McMinnville, Midway, you don't want to miss it, right? So how can you make that all work? But with that said, Centertown's fireworks are going to be at 9 o'clock, but make sure you get out there tonight at 7:30 p.m. to help raise some money. They're going to be doing a team basket auction on some items. And they're going to have a pizza, ice cream, and food all starting at 6:30. And that is tonight at 9 p.m. Now, as you can see, I'm not going to go through all of them, but these are our traditions here in downtown McMinnville. To start off with, registration for the Stars and Stripes Fun Run. That's happened every year. And I think it's the 42nd Stars and Stripes Fun Run, if I can remember correctly. And then... it's the 44th. My bad. It's the 44th. And then the Heritage Alliance always opens up their museum, and it's phenomenal with all the vast history of Warren County and things about it. Whether it's a Ryle Chastain's done it the past, it'll be the past 5 years, but the mayor always, the city mayor always makes the big announcements, kicking off stuff. And then the American Legion group has always been a part of the festivities. The Silver and Gold Band. Everybody knows the Silver and Gold Band in Warren County. And if you don't know what the Silver and Gold Band, you are living under a rock, because a little fun fact, it is one of the longest lasting bands in the United States. That is a fact. It's in the top 5 of longest running bands together. And then let me go back to this. I did get a message from Mr. Jimmy Haley, our local historian here in town. Me and Duke could do so many stories with Mr. Haley.
Oh, yeah.
He knows so much that goes on in this community. But as part as what he does for the Downtown Independence Day activities, the Warren County historian Jimmy Haley will conduct a walking tour of the Riverside Cemetery in Depot Bottom on Friday, July the 4th, beginning at 9:30 in the morning. Participants are asked to meet at the cemetery and park outside of the gates. The tour will be McMinnville, a town divided during the Civil War. If you want any information about this walking tour, call him at 224-8521. But again, I have done that walking tour with Jimmy Haley, our local Warren County historian. He is one of the best historians, I will have to say, that when he talks, it's not just learning history. He tells it in a very, how can I say this, a storyteller-like way, and it won't be boring. It won't be boring. But I've done the Dogwood walking trails as well, and when you walk through that cemetery, you're going to learn a lot of history of Warren County, as well as the Civil War history, and how there is a divide. As the word segregation, I think is the word I'm thinking of, there is a part of the plot where it is just African Americans. And then there is, it is actually divided, where the whites were buried over here, the African Americans were buried over here. And I think that kids, whether they're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however old you want to go, they need to go on walking tours like this, because when you see stuff, I feel like you absorb the information a lot better. I mean, what do you think, Duke?
Yeah. I mean, I think that when you're in a community, you need to learn, the history of it and whatnot. And this is a good time for that. And it's always good, to with all the great events going on and the traditions that either your family's doing or starting to do, if you're a young family starting out and coming up with your own traditions, it's always good to have a lot of events to be able to go to. So
I agree. But this is just one of the many things. The downtown events, like I said, starts at 6:30. And then the big last event for the downtown events, guys, is the Mr. and Miss Stars and Stripes pageant that starts at 11 o'clock. And then once that's over, there's a gap. And then tomorrow night, starting at 5 p.m., is the Independence Day Freedom Fest celebration that is sponsored by First National Bank and Ben Lomond Connect. And that starts at 5 p.m. The fireworks are at 9 p.m. Now at 6 starts the Ninth Sun. They won the Battle of the Bands last year. We've talked about this. Luke Ross and them, phenomenal band. My brother played alongside with him. But there will be food trucks. And, of course, after the Ninth Sun plays, everybody, and I feel like, and I know Joe hates this, but Joe Harvey is a family tradition with me. Like, if you have not heard or been at a concert of Joe Harvey, specifically at the 4th of July, you have been truly, truly missing out. He is a phenomenal musician. His band is great. He is an entertainer. And when I found out that he was going to be overseas of the Park Theater, I knew that it was in well hands. Him and Ashley Wright and all them that work there, that those people are where they need to be. They do a phenomenal job with bringing an assortment of different types of shows, and he's one of them. He's one of them, and he knows how to entertain people. He truly does. And then another thing, guys, going on the 4th, of course, is the 4th of July events at Midway. They start at 11 o'clock, and I had to put my readers on, so I apologize. I turned 41, y'all. But at Midway, their events are going to be starting at 11 a.m. with the opening ceremony awards. Concession stands will be opened up at 9, or concession stands will remain open, I should say, till 9:30 p.m. But you have the whole list of stuff. And they do make a note that no pets should come, just for the safety of all. And then the last thing that's happening on the 4th of July is the concert on Collins River with Cam Shelton and Jake White. People ask me, Duke, do I know these guys? I looked into them. They're not bad looking. They're not bad looking on the eyes, ladies. Music sounded really great. I'm just not completely familiar with their music like I am, like Joe Harvey and everybody else. But this is going to be at the Summer of Frogs Pavilion on the Collins. That's 1/2 mile from the dam. So if you know where the Collins River Dam is, that's about 1/2 mile from it. So enjoy a free concert from your boat as we celebrate Independence Day. And then lastly, shout out to my boys at Morrison, Wes William, and Sue Anderson. July 5th is going to be the Morrison event of fireworks, starting off with the baby show registration at 2, followed by the ceremonies at 3. And then when the opening ceremonies are done, that's going to immediately start the baby show. Speaking of my little baby right here. And then that's going to go on till 9 o'clock. Or the concessions are going to be till 9, and the fireworks will be at 9. If you have not got your fireworks, there are so many fireworks stands to choose from, but I always go to fireworks stands that do a double whammy. Check out Harrison Ferry Fireworks. They're located at 180 10 House Road here in McMinnville, and all the money that they raise is going to the Harrison Ferry Volunteer Fire Department, and all proceeds are going to go to a newly purchased fire truck because things cost money, guys. But again, make sure you check all that out and more. And if you want to be like, well, Kelly, I missed all that. What other events are going on? These are all delivered. All these hard copies, guys, of the Local Voice is delivered to all the locations. So make sure you go check them out. They're $2 a pop, or if you want to become a part of the free digital subscribers list, just text the keyword Local Voice to 931-369-3050, and you could get a digital copy of this sent to you today, because I do have some more to send out as well. But like I said, I wanted to talk a little bit real quickly, because there's so much we could talk about, patriotic symbols. Like, what do you think when I think of the American flag?
Yeah.
I think of the Statue of Liberty. What do you think of?
I think of the flag, and I also think of the eagle, like the screeching eagle is always a symbolic patriotic thing as well. So I mean, the American flag is probably the biggest thing. I don't know why, but Mount Rushmore. I think of Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah,
as a patriotic thing. Some across our great country, great landmarks that that you think of when you think about patriotic type stuff. For whatever reason, I think of the Grand Canyon.
Oh gosh, yes.
As well, So
he said that one, yeah.
Yeah. So and then of course Washington D.C. is full of patriotic symbols as well, between the Lincoln Memorial, and even the White House as well as kind of patriotic symbol as well.
Yeah.
So
and going on,
I think of the flag. The biggest one for me is probably the flag.
And that's what when I was looking up, like when I found surveys on this, they said the American flag and the national anthem are like the two biggest ones. And then of course it did go into like a rabbit hole of who sings the national anthem the best, or who's the best national anthem. And let me tell you, I don't know, and y'all can hate me for this, but Whitney Houston was, to me, the best national anthem as far as any athletic event. But everybody in their own right, there's so many different people that have sung this, or have sung this. but Whitney Houston has always, when I hear about it, has stuck out in my head. Has there ever been one that stuck out with you, Duke?
It would be Marvin Gaye.
Really?
Yeah, Marvin Gaye, because it was so different. It was very Motown bluesy. It wasn't your typical, I mean, the words were the same, don't get me wrong, but the way he delivered it and the way the music was played, I think it was at a basketball.
I think you're right.
It might have been an NBA Finals or something like that. But I always think, when I think of people who sing the national anthem, celebrities who sing the national anthem, singers and whatnot, he would be first, followed by Chris Stapleton would be the second. And I want to think that he did a Super Bowl.
He did Super Bowl, and you were right. He did, as far as Marvin Gaye goes, because I looked it up while you're talking. He sang the national anthem at the 1983 NBA All-Star Game.
Yeah, and it was great. Traditionally how somebody sings the national anthem, he did it in a different style, and it was just, to me, it was very memorable. It was fantastic too. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and then they also, I was trying to look here through my notes, but yeah, the Star Spangled Banner. They said the flag, and the national anthem, they just play a vital role. That's why that's the top two, because it fosters the identity and the unity among all Americans. And the flag represents the values such as freedom. And then it also, we talk about this a lot too, is the sacrifice people have made, because, we didn't just me and Duke and everybody that got up this morning, we didn't just wake up and be like, okay, what am I going to, I can do this and this and this, People fought for our freedom. People sacrificed their lives. We lost people to get where we're at today. And I feel like, when you hear that national anthem, that you need to, you need to stand up. Or if you can't stand up, you need to sit down and put your hand over your heart and close your eyes and be thankful and grateful and blessed that you can wake up in America, a free country. Because there's people every day that wake up that do not have that freedom. And it breaks my heart. It really does.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm sure there would be people on here who argue that some people may not have certain freedoms in this country, but still there's other countries that are far more oppressed and don't have a lot of freedoms that we take for granted. I feel like we take a lot of that for granted.
Oh, yeah.
And it's, I just think of, foreign countries that where, women have to dress a certain way and all that. And I'm telling you right now, if you would tell Kelly Walker Slaughter how she needed to dress, boy, you'd have a fight on your hands. So that's why we don't let her go to other countries, foreign countries.
That is
besides
correct.
Canada. Besides Canada and Mexico.
Right. I would be probably banned or dead. If I went to other Middle Eastern countries or something.
Oh my gosh.
Have to cover up.
Yeah, Kelly would be the one doing the beheading for sure. Yeah. So
done. That's why I don't travel a lot, y'all. Because I know my safety requirements. Okay. If I'm going on a cruise, I stay on the boat. But again, I do love, speaking of, the different diversities. Well, there's so many different culture diversities here in America. And I absolutely love it, because I say this all the time, that I think it'd be boring if we all wore the same thing and we love the same thing and we talked about the same thing. I think it's great where we have different cultures in every type of community, because we always tell our kids, and my mom used to tell me, you need to go travel. You need to go see how the other side live. You need to. And so we did do that, because like I said, you're not going to figure out. Yeah. It's just going to, hey, listen, mom at work day. You're not going to understand how the other side lives unless you see it. Or some people learn better by seeing, touching, feeling, Others can learn about it reading it in a book. But honestly, I think the best way of learning your history, learning your culture, learning other people's culture is going to it and witnessing it yourself at the end of the day. Yeah. But we are going to take another break from our commercial sponsors.
I want to go there.
Oh, you want to go there? Okay. We're going to take a break, but first I want to do a quick live read from my boys. Oh, you want to go to Bleepies? But Walker's Minor Roadside, if you have not checked out Tim Walker and his crew, if you have accidentally got a nail in your tire and it was going flat, you ran out of gas, your windshield wiper broke, glass repair, whatever the case may be. Okay. Call them at 423-615-1937. They will help you get on the road as quickly as you got on the road. They want to get you back on just as quick. So give them a call. Tell them code Kelly, Kelly, and you're going to get an additional $5 off your service. So again, make sure you check them out because they're phenomenal. Tim Walker and them are great guys, and they do well. But with that said, we will be right back with more interesting things to talk about. She's getting to her moment. But we're almost done with the show. We're almost done with the podcast. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Tri-County Bank has been serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you'll ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren County for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor, a homeowner, or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee is always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Your one-stop shop for all your building needs. From the showroom to the lumberyard, a builder's dream. Professional sales and a great location with your guaranteed satisfaction. Where we say the customer's always supreme. Supreme Building Products. Supreme Building Products.
Rise and shine, McMinnville. Treat yourself to delicious frozen and soft drinks in Sonic, perfect for those hot summer days. Whether it's lunch or dinner, let Sonic be your go-to stop to cool off and refuel during the summer rush. And don't miss our special drink offer available until 10 a.m. Start your day the right way. With so many flavors to choose from and the best sun drop in town, why go anywhere else? Drive into summer with Sonic in McMinnville.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
This summer, give your ride the shine it deserves with 5150 Mobile Detail LLC. From cars and trucks to SUVs, RVs, and even semis, we bring our top-notch detailing and pressure washing services right to your home or business for your convenience. Want to learn more? Scan the QR code today, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for awesome updates and specials. Ready to get started? Give us a call at 743-1130 for a quote. 5150 Mobile Detail, where your vehicle shines and convenience is key.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
I'm going to help you. All right, welcome back, Ward First, Not Three Waters. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. We are going to kind of rush through this last break because somebody has to go to the bathroom. Unless, Duke, you want to try? Yeah. Okay, so first and foremost, fireworks safety. I'm going to help you. Give me. Yeah, so Kaysen's going to jump in with Duke on this. So I can handle that. But again, thanks to everybody watching the show. I will be back before we do leave. But talking about fireworks safety, because that is first and foremost, not just with humans, but also with animals, gentlemen.
Yes.
Okay? So thank you. I'll be right back. Swap it out.
All right, so talk a little bit about the safety. Excuse me. I know in the past, probably not this year because we've had so much rain, but I do know, make sure you got a water hose or some form of water in case something was to catch on fire. You are dealing with explosives, even though maybe a firecracker or a sprinkler. But sometimes, bottle rockets may shoot into a tree, and you never know what may happen. So always have some form of water around in case something was to catch on fire.
Yeah, it's always safe to keep a little bucket around full of water, to put your Roman candles in, your sparklers and whatnot after you're done using them so that they can't catch back on fire and possibly, you know what I mean?
Yep. The other thing too is make sure that, excuse me, if you have a battery powered wheelchair, that you want to make sure that thing's charged. You don't want to be Terry who's lighting fireworks and can't get out of the way. As well. You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, put it in reverse, Terry. So the McMinnville Police Department here says everyone wants to enjoy the upcoming 4th of July. At the same time, need to educate everybody about the dangers of fireworks like we were just talking about. So discharge of fireworks inside the city of McMinnville are allowed through June 8th to July 8th.
Yeah, usually they give you a few days after the 4th of July because everybody's kind of enjoying fireworks shows, and then they give you a few days to do your own thing as well.
Yeah, and it says here after. Oh, Kelly's phone's going off, but it says fireworks in residential areas after 10:30 p.m. are considered disturbing peace, and you'll most likely be complain to the police. So be sure to wrap it up before everybody gets tired.
Yeah, you got to, especially if you have neighbors who have animals. That was one thing that we never complained about it because we want people to have fun. Now, if we're going to bed and we're in bed at 11:30, midnight, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden, your fireworks show starting in the city, maybe, that's more out like you do have that out in the country and whatnot because the houses are so close in the city. But our animals never liked fireworks. We had a big mutt. He didn't like them. He got scared. He'd try to jump in bed with us. And of course, we have a couple of weenie dogs as well. And one particular, she didn't like it as well. She would curl up and shake as fireworks are going up. So, again, be considerate of that as well.
Yep. Always get your fireworks from reliable sources. I know as much as you want to buy your, what was it Joe Dirt call it? What was fire and butt crack or something. I wouldn't want to buy that if my guy looked shady and he had to open his coat for it. Don't let kids handle fireworks. Keep sources of water nearby. Obviously the bucket me and Duke were talking about. and follow all instructions and warnings on the label of your fireworks. You don't want to have a Roman candle shoot out of your hand and then it go and later hit your uncle's little kid, you know. I've had that happen. It's not fun.
Yeah.
That's why Steven Stubblefield is banned from fireworks at my house.
I'm like Kelly get back from here.
I had an uncle who held Roman candles and would do that. And of course, kids, all we were allowed to hold was sparklers. I remember one time in Detroit, a cousin of mine and a friend across the street, we were all together, and it might have been the day after the 4th of July, and there was a firecracker that we found on the sidewalk, and it had a small wick on it. And I tell the story because of the safety issue. We decided to go ahead and light that thing.
Yeah.
And because it wasn't fired, it had I guess it went out before it fired. And so we thought we had enough time to be able to hold it, light it, and throw it. Didn't quite happen that way. And fortunately, my friend across the street did not lose a finger on that one, but it was close.
Oh yeah. So you always have to be, like they said about fireworks, Stephen. Also about, I don't know if y'all talked about this, like having it stationed right, because if you don't, when it blasts, unfortunately what happens is it like bunks over. And what happened to us essentially, which was 2 years in a row, and then he's been banned ever since. I love him to death, but they fired back at us, and we all like scattered like cockroaches. It was like, ooh. And one time it was with her, and we're like, okay, you're done.
Yeah.
You're banned. So again, I hope everybody did enjoy today's show. Make sure you get a local voice newspaper. It's got all the events going on. I do want to make a correction because I'm going to also have to call Justin, because I get all this information from certain people. And Mr. Haley did just message, and he said in the publication under where it says Jimmy Haley on the High Street Cemetery Tours, it's not at the cemetery or the High Street. It's not the High Street Cemetery Tour this year. It's going to be at, as I go back to make sure I say it right, it's going to be at the Riverside Cemetery this year. So if you have any questions about it, please call them at 224-8521. We will make the correction, unfortunately, on our digital stuff that we have gotten out. But you know, I apologize. I ask for information. I'm Ron Burgundy when it comes to newspapers. You know, that's what I get. That's what I print. But I'll let Justin and them know, mom life over here, about the correction. But if there's any questions you ever want to ask me, Duke, Kason, any of our team out here, please let us know. If you're ever interested in doing any type of publication with us as well, like Megan just asked me about putting her kids in the newspaper for their birthdays.
I want to eat, Mama.
And Retha made a question. I'll find out, Retha, with Steve from Sonic. She goes, has Sonic stopped having half-price drinks in the app? I don't do the Sonic app. I know that there is half-price drinks at certain times.
Yeah, happy hour, usually 2 to 4.
Happy hour, yeah.
And then it was a limited run.
Yeah, it was a limit there. I have to look. I don't have the app. Brian is usually the one that also knows that because he has that stuff on him because he does the apps. But I'll find out for you, Retha, and I'll text you later today. But anyways, if you want the local voice newspaper sent to your house at your doorstep, please also let us know by texting doorstep to 931-369-3050. We're trying to keep the community informed and know what's going on. And also, too, if you have a story you would like to get out there, whether it's a 4th of July event to a nonprofit event, please let us know. You can email me at warrenfirst931@gmail.com and let me know all things going. And I will give you the journalistic credit that you deserve because, again, my goal for our local voice newspaper is to be 100% community driven. And that is my goal. Oh, we're going to read a book. And it's called Best Jokes Ever. She took some of Walker's stuff, right? And I want to do a shout out to, I don't know where it went, a shout out to Our Coffee this morning. They made Randy Jane the cutest little pink drink for her to match her mama. And so shout out to Tina and them, and congratulations to Our Coffee of becoming grandparents again. That's why they're going to be closed. Okay. Oh, my bad. That's why they're going to be closed. We will in just a minute. That's why they're going to be becoming grandparents at the end of this month, and they're going to be closed for a whole week. Going through the list, I did want to go through the list of people closed for the 4th because there is a lot of them. Speaking of closures, Dan's Termite and Pest Control, they're going to be closed early today. Routes are going to run as usual, but the offices will be closed on July 4th. McBride Bookkeeping and Tax Prep, they're closed today and tomorrow. Clear Shine Window Cleaners will be closed and out of office on Thursday through Sunday and get back to operations on Monday. Yes, after the show. Hope Chest Thrift Store is closed on the 4th, as well as Bars Furniture, Peggy Sue's, Star Physical Therapy, Infinity Family Healthcare, Suntan City, Gateway Tire and Service Center, Namaste Wellness and Aesthetics. Also closed on the 4th is Oh Sugar, but they will, with Oh Sugar, they're going to be setting up for the 4th of July celebrations at the Milner Recreation Center tomorrow night, so make sure you check out Penny and them. Pioneer Lanes will be closed on Friday, but they will reopen up at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Diamond Jewelry Company will be closed on the 4th and the 5th, as well as Randall Walker Farms, Merle Norman, Facial Spa, the Vanilla Bean, the Pottery Art Cafe. Yes, here you go. Turner's Automotive will also be closed the 4th through the 6th. And there you go. Tim's Motors will be closed the 4th through the 6th. King's Den will be closed from the 4th to the 7th, as well as Southern Traditions. Jay's Restaurant will be closed all weekend long from the 4th through the 6th, but they will reopen up on the 7th and get into the nitty gritty. The Shaken Glass Restaurant and Venue will be closed on Friday, July 4th, 2025, but will reopen Thursday from 12 to 7 p.m. and Saturday. All this stuff's on there on our social media. So again, a majority, me and Duke can say this till we're black. A lot of businesses are going to be closed on the 4th, not always on the 5th, but 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are going to be closed on the 4th. And so this is a great time for you to spend time with your friends, your family. If you haven't started local traditions, start them today, start them tomorrow. You know, it's just a good time to be a part of that. But with that, Duke, any final words before I let you go, or before we go?
Just want to say happy 4th of July, everybody. Enjoy your 3-day weekend if that's what you're doing, and enjoy family and friends, and cook out and eat a lot of hamburgers and hot dogs and pork and beans.
Exactly. And I'm going to end the show, and I don't know how long we're going to be able to break Facebook and YouTube, but I got this off YouTube, and I do pay for YouTube Premium. So just to give everybody a heads up, but this is one of my favorite songs. I feel like it's the second in line with the national anthem. But this is Ray Charles's version of America the Beautiful. And I want to close with this song. So y'all enjoy. Have a great rest of your day. I love you. Happy 4th, buddy.
Peace out, everybody. You too.
Oh, beautiful, our heroes proved in liberating strife. Who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, make God thy gold refined till all success be nobleness and every gain divine. And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain majesties, over the fruited plain. But now wait a minute, I'm talking about America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee. He crowned thy good. Yes, he did. Heavy brotherhood from sea to shining sea. You know, I wish I had somebody to help me sing this. America, I love you, America. You see, my God, he done shed his face on thee. You ought to love him for it, because he crowned that good. He told me he would. Every brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I thank you, Lord.